Hey YouTube, this is my friend Taryn Rooney. We are about to hit a shoulder workout. I'm doing an extra workout today. I needed some girl time, so after work I came to Vasa in like downtown OKC, I guess, right?
Yep, 2030 Penn.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I've never been here. It's really a really nice gym. But I thought it would be cool to kind of talk to a fellow competitor. Taryn's competed. She knows what it's like, especially like I'm exactly 3 weeks out tomorrow and I feel like shit. And you remember that, right? I mean, it's the grind. Like everyone's reminding me right now when I like want to quit, which I'm not clearly, but when it's hard, just the reminder that like these are the critical weeks that make the difference between like winning and not.
Yeah, I think it was like at that point it was just like getting your cardio in and then functioning after like 6 p.m.
Yes.
Because I'd actually do pretty well like throughout the day, and then but then like once it kind of got towards night, I was just like, you could tell.
Yes, and like prioritizing sleep, which I feel like I've been good some nights and not so good other nights. You know, because life.
Yeah,
you know,
sleep recovery is so
key. Yeah. And I will say this time sleep is really hard too, because your body's starving, your body is tired. You're tired, but sometimes sleep is really extra difficult. Like you're not getting great restful sleep.
Yeah,
you know
it was like. So, like, as you know, I'm an Oklahoma City firefighter too. So going through prep was just like, I can't control my sleep or even my workload output on my station days. Yeah. So I was just I just had to go with the flow. Yeah. And I had to use my off days as like true like catching up on sleep and just being really kind to my body, because my thing too, and you know, when I decided to do a show, one of my points was I told my coach, I said, this cannot affect my work. Like my job is so important, not just like because of my standards and expectations for what I do, but like I have to show up for my crew and I have to show up for like the citizens,
which I think is kind of like unique, because at least I can kind of plan every day, whereas your day can go crazy in 2 seconds as a firefighter. Well, you kind of mentioned you did your last show, your plans, what you're doing right now. I know your coach was JT, right? Out of 4-star?
Yep, JT Physique Team. So I've been with him for, I think total, it's been like a year straight, and I was with him for a little bit before that too, so almost like a year and a half we worked together.
And he's an IFBB Pro Classic Physique? Yes.
And he's getting ready to go to the Olympia.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Go JT! Yeah. By the way, Instagram, follow Taryn, follow JT, but your last show was?
The Oklahoman on June 4th. Of
this year.
2022.
Okay, and you did bikini?
Yes.
Okay, I know you mentioned you might be doing wellness. I mean, your future plans are like up in the air, but
I wish I could do wellness. Like, can I give me some legs, man?
Right, I know. Wellness is like a whole beast, man. Those girls, their lower body's insane.
Yeah, I would like. That's what was originally when I went to JT. I was like, I really want to do wellness because I love their look. Yeah. And he was like, like, let's be realistic here.
Let's start with bikini.
He's like, your legs.
Yeah.
And that was like the feedback even I got too from like, they were like, for bikini, they were like, well, you need to either like get smaller.
Size up or size down.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And they're like, or you need to like keep from your waist up the same and get your legs bigger and go to wellness. And I was like, I know, I wish I could.
I know.
I've been trying for 10 years. So.
I will say this. She is such a badass in the gym, and we've like always followed each other on Instagram and like been Insta besties, and then we became like real life besties, or we're on our way. So we'll do a little footage today of our shoulder day. We're just kind of get a little shoulder pump, because that's where I'm struggling like keeping a pump. So we're gonna hit. Yeah, she's trying great shoulders. Yeah. So we'll show you a little bit of our workout today, and follow Taryn on IG. I'll put her information right here. Thanks. Bye. Alright guys, we just finished an awesome shoulder day thanks to Miss Taryn.
Quick and dirty.
Because I have prep brain, like I can't even think. So I was like, just put me through the workout. So she's great for that. So we just thought, I kind of wanted to like talk to her about like what your plans are, what your current split is, like what your like nutrition's like. I mean, you know, you're not currently prepping, so I know you still eat pretty clean. So tell us a little bit about future plans and all that jazz, your split.
So I'm not exactly sure what my future plans are necessarily with bodybuilding competing again.
I'm gonna try to convince her to compete.
So last year when I did the show was actually my final goal of like a year-long fitness adventure I went on. So in a year's time I did a powerlifting meet, a CrossFit competition, I had 2 stair climbs, and then I finished it with a bodybuilding show. So for me, I'm like a big fan of just being kind of like, oh, I want to be an all-around athlete. Like, I want to look good, I want to feel good, I want to be able to perform.
I love that.
And I've always loved bodybuilding. I've been doing it since 2012. So with doing some other stuff in there too, powerlifting for a couple years, CrossFit for a couple years, and then back to bodybuilding. So I was like, well, I need to do a show now. So that was why I did it. Long-term bucket list.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know if I'm gonna do a show again. I love the prepping experience. I had a great time with JT as my coach.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal. As far as like macro, I do macros for my nutrition plans. I build my own meals.
Yeah.
I'm actually pescatarian. So
that's right.
Yes. So with my station days, I get more macros. So I'm able to fuel those longer, more intense days.
Do you know like an average macro or?
I do. I mean,
are you a low carb? Are you high carb?
I'm a moderate to high carb girl.
Nice.
My protein's always about 120. My fats I actually do better if I'm cutting to keep them low on the low side.
Me too.
And then carbs, I'm like anywhere from, even in prep, 150 to 300 a day. So
you can eat the carbs. Yep. I'm getting there, and I feel like the more muscle you have, the more carbs you can handle. But it also is person to person dependent.
Yeah, I've always been pretty good with that. So.
Yeah.
But so I don't exactly know what's next on the docket. I'm trying out a couple other things.
You'll have to fill us in. But right now, are you working out like 3 to 5 days a week, or what is your split?
So I lift 4, maybe 5 days a week. I do leg. My goal is to do legs and shoulders 3 days a week.
Okay.
Then I do a push day and a pull day. Yeah. Because again, no matter if I'm gonna compete or not, I really want some nice delts.
Yes.
And nice legs
and I feel like
I want a booty.
Same. And I feel like what I've learned is that upper body is so under like women don't consider it when they're training. Like women right now, it's like booty, being skinny, and it's like if you develop your upper body, you look so much better in clothes.
And that's what
she has a really good like back upper body.
We were even talking about that when we were lifting because I actually have a really short torso and a pretty wide waist naturally, even when I'm lean.
But you look tiny.
But I look smaller because I built my back.
She is tiny.
So I built my lats out, which is and I love heavy lifting. I just love it so much, so I love being strong. Yeah. I love pull days. Push days is a necessary evil. It's just, I got really long arms, like it has to go a long way. But I love pulling.
Isn't she beautiful? Look at her. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna try to convince her to compete. But if not, you will see her on my channel more. We're gonna try to maybe come up here once a week. I really actually love Vasa. This was beautiful gym. So you'll see her on my channel more. But thanks, Taryn. Appreciate it. Had so much fun. One last thing, and then I'm gonna grind. Struggles. I took on a job recently, 2 weeks at the salon I'm working part-time at while I'm getting my NASM certification, which I'm about a third of the way through, and gonna take a prep class through the University of Central Oklahoma. They actually have a week prep class for NASM exam, which is awesome. I have so much interest. I have so many people ready for me to be their trainer, so I can't wait to launch that in the coming months. But someone said to me the other day, I can't believe you took on a job like this close to show and prep. I thought to myself, I didn't think about that. And I recognized like I haven't prepped my meals a lot of days, and I've had to kind of figure it out throughout the day or go to the grocery store real quick on lunch break, and realizing now the next couple weeks, the last 3 weeks, I better prep that food and have that on hand, because you can't have any errors. And that's what I'm struggling with, is structuring my time with kids, new job, class, all the things. So nobody's perfect doing this. If they say they are, they're lying to you. So that's where I'm struggling. And I can improve. And I will.